Hey, so it has been a very long time since I have posted any kind of video to YouTube. um, haven't really had any content to share. I've been working nonstop, moving, lots of things have gone on within the last year. So, kind of had some time to myself. I'm kind of on a vacation. My dog's staring at me. Like, Mom, what you doing? But I kind of wanted to, I don't know what that lag was, but so I kind of wanted to, I don't know, just do another video. My laptop's crooked. Anywho, it's kind of impromptu. Excuse the mess back there. Like I said, moving, all kinds of crazy. So let me fill you in a little bit about this past year before I get into what I really want to talk about. So we moved here a year ago in August. We were living in Florida. You okay? My doggy's not feeling too good. Um, and so me, the husband, and my youngest boy decided to move back up to Virginia to be with my family because both my oldest kids are up here. It was just a lot easier. I was tired of doing the trip back and forth. I have Meniere's disease. The traveling was killing me. I spent most of my vacations coming up here, and it really sucked. So um, we had the two dogs. We had the husky, and we had the boxer. And so we move up here. I do a job transfer. That in itself was just, oh, sorry. That in itself was just a hot mess. So we got this really cool place to live, and it's on an acre of land. It's in the woods. It's actually up the street from where I grew up. It's really awesome. So we're having some issues today. Um, so yeah, so it was crazy. So within a month of living here, we were actually still staying with my mom because we were house hunting. My husky, we found out he had cancer, I think about a month before we moved up here, and it was pretty aggressive. He had thyroid cancer, and ultimately took him in the most horrible, horrific way ever. It still traumatizes me. In August of 2022, like we're in 24 right now. I don't know. Um, so yeah, that happened. And then 2 months later, my father died. Went to Connecticut for his funeral. So it was crazy. Um, and then in July of this past year, we lost our boxer. Oh, he was 13. He was old. He went, as peacefully as he possibly could without suffering. So it's been a rough year. And I think it really took its toll on my husband. It took it. So I compartmentalize very differently. I have dealt with death most of my life. Since I was 6 years old, I was introduced to death. I myself have had so many near-death experiences. I feel almost unfazed, but it phases me, but in a different way. Whereas my youngest boy, the first funeral he ever went to was my grandfather's back in 2022. So again, that was just another thing. Like it was just like, doosh, 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 it was a lot. So, um, my husband, I don't think has really dealt with death, and losing the boxer was his breaking point, I think, because we all have had those breaking points. So he was really struggling, and some things happened that caused our life to kind of upheaval a little bit. Things are good, things are okay, we're working through it. Um, and I found myself regressing and going back into some old habits that are not healthy and just not good. For those of you that don't know, anybody probably doesn't, nobody watches this channel anymore, but I don't care. I have complex PTSD, so I have worked really hard on fixing myself because I can't help other people if I'm not fixed. So we'll get into that another day. So the reason why I'm posting is because I'm a talker. I love people. I love sharing and caring and all those things. But through all of this mess, I have decided to delete social media. Um, Now, I don't I plan on doing a couple videos here and there. I don't plan on making this my main thing. This is just me kind of sharing my thoughts kind of thing. Maybe some sprinkled in forensic psychology in there. But I decided to work on myself again and really focus on myself, focus on my family without the distractions. Now, when I say social media, I mean like Facebook and all that stuff. The only things that I do still have, because it is my art and it is what I love to do, is my photography page. So I did create a new Facebook page specifically for my photography and my writing, because that is what keeps me grounded and makes me happy. I've been trying to work on this book for like eons, and I realize there's so many distractions that it's blocking me, and it's not fair to me, and it's not fair to other people who have been by my side and really rooting for me. So, yeah, so I've been away from true social media, meaning like I don't have like friends and friends and friends. Like I'm not paying attention to social media. I'm not looking at social media. I'm not doing any of that as far as following all that, like TikTok and all that crap is gone. I've been a lot happier. I realize how unintentionally involved I get in other people's lives because I do care so much, but it is almost exhausting because then I don't take care of me, and then I have nothing left for my family. Work takes a lot out of me. I love my job. But because I spend so much energy during the day helping and fixing and interacting, I'm mentally exhausted by the time I get home, and I have nothing left for my family. And it's time for me to kind of get back and focus. So I do plan on, like I said, randomly uploading videos when I can. It's really hard because the husband's home all the time, and I'm used to like, it's easier to get my thoughts out when nobody's here. So I even thought about blogging a little bit, but I'm like, I don't want to get too carried away. I don't want to make too big of plans, you know? But I just figured it would be a good outlet for me to share some things that I have gone through, how I'm dealing, how I'm coping, thoughts on different things, my opinions on different things without going too far. I have no plans for this channel to get big. That's not my plan. It's just a way for me to get things out without being on social media and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It doesn't sound weird. It sounds weird because people can still comment, right? But it's not like I'm constantly interacting with their lives. It's like, they can comment all they want. But so I made that choice. And, I don't know. I like actually feeling like I'm chatting with you versus me just putting a post. I don't know. I'm just weird, and I'm always talking with my hands. So I have been really sick, so I apologize. I have had some kind of respiratory virus that went into bronchitis this week, which is my vacation, by the way, and it sucked. Okay, side note, I hate prednisone. So listen, I had this like training interviewee thingy for work on Tuesday, which again, I'm on vacation. I really shouldn't have gone. I didn't realize when prednisone kicked in. If any of you have ever taken prednisone, listen, it makes you super cranky, or you get like me and you get super hypomanic, where you're talking really fast and you can't think straight. So try doing an interview when you're on prednisone, because it don't work out so well. But I'm finally feeling better. I'm not like hacking my brains out now. I haven't been this sick since the last time I lived in Virginia. I'm just telling you, it's Virginia weather. So, but yeah, there's a lot, you know, like I finally got my Monera's under control. I know what I'm allergic to, which is pretty much everything underneath the sun. My house is kind of a wreck right now because, like I said, I've been sick and I haven't really done anything. But let me introduce you to somebody that has been a blessing before I dip out. So this, that's Aya. Aya they think she's a Boerboel Mastiff, not 100% sure, don't really care. She is a Mastiff. She's a rescue. She has had puppies. She was force bred from what I understand, and they surrendered her, didn't want her anymore. We fell in love, and she has been such a blessing. She has been such a blessing. She's so sweet. She's very skittish. She's very scared of strangers, but we're working on it. But she listens so well, and she's just a big snuggle bug. So anyways, so it's a lot all in this one. But yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I think when I have thoughts and I'm thinking about things, if I have time to video, I'm going to. There's just things that scare me a little bit because I've seen the downfall of a lot of YouTubers and a lot of I don't want to even consider myself a social media influencer because I don't think so. But I've seen it. Like, they get to the top and it's like they crash, whether it's self-sabotage, or a lot of you out there will dig up the craziest dirt of something that happened 10 years ago. And that person has evolved, like myself, because I have made some poor decisions. I have made some mistakes in my life. And I would hate for you to go digging up my past because you're that bored with your life and bring that up, which some of it was humiliating and traumatizing and stupid and things that I already know I did wrong. And I have since worked through that and gotten myself help. I don't need you digging that up just to destroy me. Like, that's things I want to talk about too. Like, how does that make you feel good as a human being? It's just weird. Now, it's different if somebody obviously hasn't changed and they're continuing the behavior. That's different. But really, like, can we just not? Can we just be happy? But that's kind of where I want to go with my channel. Like, just talking about things and trying to understand the psychology behind it, and how social media has just really, not social media, but how social media has given us too much of an outlet to really take advantage of people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's my little life update.